Let me pull that up.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there's a map.
And hello, see, this is all the... Welcome back. Our demise, our one and done is not true. Here we are, back. ArchaeoRPG presents Rituals and Rolls as we enter into the Tomb of Annihilation. Last time, as you may recall, and it may take a little bit to recall because that was about a month ago, our band of adventurers... Kitty? Nah, Kitty!
Hi. Hey, Kitty, this is my stream.
No, Kitty! Get off the stream, Kitty! A month ago, our adventurers were in Baldur's Gate to attend a funeral for a friend. There, they were hired to investigate something being called a death's curse, which may have led to the death of their friend and is also leading to the death and illness of many others in the realm, specifically those who have been raised from the dead through magic and divine means. Our adventurers then went on a boat ride with a very calm, very even-keeled halfling wizard to Cloakwood, where they would participate in a raid of a lich's lair, while a distraction was taking place above land at the tower with an attack directly upon the stronghold. Our party was entering through a hidden entrance into the basement of this lair to try to get an object so they can get the Lich to give out the information of what is causing this death curse. Our party has already encountered some skeletons. They have now entered a large room, and we are now going to join them. I have to get the rest of the audience in the same page you guys are on. As we continue into... Oh, I wonder, you guys can't see anything. Ta-da! We have real map this time, with real characters.
Excited about it.
Okay, so you just killed two... So it's pitch black in this room. You just killed two skeletons. Well, I don't know how well you can see it on your guys' screen. We have... hold on. We have Aranel here. We have Mascot here. We have Thomag here. And we have Ty right here. And the part that's exposed is the part of this cave that you currently can see. Well, those of you with night vision can see at this point.
That's everybody right now.
Except, no, because Mascot and Thomag in his cat form. Or wolf form, or did you break out of wolf form?
I broke out and did something. I have the...
You put your goggles on? Alright, he's got his goggles on now, so... Only Mascot, but Mascot's got his nose. And as long as he can smell Thomag, he'll be fine.
I am very smellable.
You can always smell Thomag.
I have a certain musk. Alright, so we killed the skeleton?
Both skeletons killed. Yeah, that's where we finished off last time.
Okay, and then there was a way up to, I'm going to go north and then west, correct?
Right, there's stairs north and west.
We came in from the east.
Came in from this direction.
Okay.
Hold on, because I thought that I had explored up the stairs, but then there was also the cave down the other way with the door.
Right. Well, that's why Ty's up here, because he had come up the stairs to prepare to quietly and stealthily dispatch of the two skeletons until a certain wolf tripped and smacked their head into the pillar. But yes, there's a stairs up this way that you can see. You walked up these stairs, and Ty, from up here, you can see that this cave has at least 3 different passageways from this area. You don't know how long they go. They could just be alcoves. They could be reaching further into the cave system. But you do know to the north there's a stair with a door up there.
Okay, so I'm actually looking off of the Twitch right now because for some odd reason Roll20 does not enjoy me zooming in.
No.
I know. So for right now we'll just play it like this, but I do think it would probably be good for.
Do you need me to make the map bigger? I can make the map a little bigger.
Try that. I'll see if it works. For now, I think we just finished defeating the skeletons, correct? And there's no other immediate signs of an attack, correct?
No, the chick lady came out.
You heard a
come out and
voice.
threaten us and then vanish. Okay.
Well, that was you heard the voice.
Did-
You heard the voice of the Lich right before the skeletons attacked. So
Okay.
it was sort of
I'm there now.
it was a triggered trap type of thing.
Was that all of us that heard it, or
Yeah,
certain characters?
it echoed through the chamber. It was meant to be a warning.
Okay.
The skeletons were basically set up there as a trap.
Right. Is there anything else in this besides the ways out? Like in this room?
No. I mean, at this point, you have the big pillar in the middle. You have the stairs to the north. You have the sort of rise about 5 feet above you, which is where Ty is right now, which is where these stairs in the southwest go, and it goes a little platformed area up here, about 5 feet, where you can see the cave continuing to the west.
Right. Do we want to go north or west, guys?
Good question. Can I do a quick inspection of the platform that I'm on right now and see if I see anything else of any interest?
Just in the general area?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation. Now, are you trying to
Okay.
are you? I guess this would be two different things. Are you just sort of looking from a glance, or are you trying to actively pick up rocks and look around and touch things?
I don't see. That's a good question. I think just looking for any kind of clue that might differentiate one path from the other.
Perception check then. A perception check would be fine.
Okay.
Little
Probably
more-
have my D&D stats up as well.
Brought to you by D&D Beyond, who doesn't sponsor us because no one sponsors us.
Yeah, we don't have any sponsors
D&D
here.
Beyond sponsors anybody unless they're bringing in the cash.
So we got 2 weeks.
And then, wait, and you said it was investigation?
And perception. Investigation would be...
Okay, so that's going to be +3, so it's a 10 total.
Okay. You're not really seeing much than dirt and anything else in the area there. There's really
Okay,
not
fine.
much. What you can though is you can see some sliding impressions to the second, something's either drug or something was sliding on the ground in that area.
All right, not enough to make an executive decision, so I guess he would wander down and join the rest of the group.
Okay.
Alright, you want to just flip a coin? Or the west?
Actually, well, no, you're not looking at your thing. I was going to say if you guys could take. I gave you guys control of your characters.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
Just draw a line. That was terrible. Oh, look, I can
We go
move.
this way? Alright.
Okay.
That's awesome. Okay.
Within
does this not-
reason,
North?
Oh, that's nice too.
within reason, yeah, you get both mascot and Aranel. You get both.
Cool. Okay, so we're going up here to where Thomag is.
I'm walking up there and I want to look up the stairs. Is there anything? Can I see anything upstairs?
You see a large wood door banded of strong hardwoods. This is a very robust door.
Are these like step stairs or like ladder stairs?
It's more like sort of a gradual cutout incline into the rocks on your way
Okay,
up.
so it's something that he can get, the mascot can get up.
Yeah, it's just sort of informal cutouts used to walk up.
are there any kind of like? Is there any sign that there's a heavy lock on the door?
This would be the investigation check.
I have a lockpick. Should we use my lockpick?
Who's investigating?
Which is the rolls?
I thought I'm aware.
Then
Is
roll.
Hold on. Amma just rolled.
Ty going to look?
Ty just rolled. What were those rolls? Why are there two rolls?
Did we lose Ty?
Oh no.
So, are you there?
I'ma come back. And who could see?
All right,
We're
I'm
there.
back. I think.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So the first roll was for the perception check up on the platform, and the second one was for the door. So I know everything about that door right now. I'm just kidding.
So you get no bonus on your perception checks?
The perception check was +3. That's why I said it was a 10.
Okay. Well, we didn't hear that part. You drifted away on that part. Okay.
Yeah, the perception. Okay, so the 7 + 3 was on the platform.
Okay.
The 20 is for the door.
Okay. So the 20 is on the door. So pretty quickly you can see the lock, and it looks to be a robust, high security lock. But from what you can tell, it does not appear to be trapped.
Okay.
But this looks to be a really top tier type of lock.
Excellent. Okay, does anybody have any kind of background with lockpicking?
So who has
I
thieves
think-
tools?
I don't
Did you-
think I
I have
need
a
these
hammer.
tools. Yeah,
No,
I
you're
think
gonna
I've got
need-
a spell.
If you don't have a spell, you're going to need thieves tools for this kind of lock.
Let me see.
Oh, I do have thieves tools. Hi, yes, I'm
I have a
rogue.
hammer.
Hi.
Thieves tools.
I've got thieves tools.
Your malls work?
Shall I go ahead and give the lock a go?
Yeah, go for it, because I guess I don't actually have a spell.
You want me to knock on it?
Sure, Thomag, you knock on that door.
I mean,
When
I already
knock
know-
on, I mean knock down.
I mean, give it a shot.
Let's try the lockpicks first.
Your wisdom surprises me on this one. Okay, what do I need to roll to pick the?
I'm actually surprisingly wise.
What am I rolling here?
So it's going to be there should be a separate column for thieves tools if you're proficient in it. It should have its own number.
Excellent. Proficiency.
Um,
It should be your dex plus your proficiency. thieves tools if you are proficient.
I don't know if I took any proficiencies in thieves tools, so it's just my dex modifier.
I think if you're a rogue, you just have one.
Not necessarily. There's all kinds of rogues. Not every rogue is a thief. Thanks for stereotyping.
Yeah,
Just
come on.
saying.
Jeez.
Steals all my kills.
Okay, so we're rolling with a dex modifier.
So I would go here. I would use your sleight of hand column. So you add a plus
Okay.
6.
Hi, door.
All right. So you're picking in there, and you feel the first tumbler drop, the second tumbler drop, and then the third tumbler drops, the fourth tumbler drops, and you're ready to walk away, but you feel there's still another 3 tumblers, and on tumbler 6, it fails. And you just pull your thieves' tools down in time before there's like an internal mechanism that would have like broke the tool in pieces. So this was definitely
Do you want to use my lock?
so it definitely had some sort of anti-picking mechanism with inside of it.
Ty's gonna stand up. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how robust does this door look?
It looks very robust.
Like I would need siege weapons to knock it down.
I don't know how many.
You
doors,
are a siege.
How many doors have you knocked down?
I think 1 or 2.
How many doors have you failed to knock down?
But they're not many.
So that's your experience with
I'm
doors.
not. I would like to knock on the door with my hammer.
I would like to knock on the door.
Roll an attack.
Knock, knock, let's shark.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I also have an axe. A big one.
Ty's gonna make sure he's out of the way of this endeavor before it takes place.
No, we're gonna go with the.
We all just take a step back here. Here we go.
Alright. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, not great. That would be a 13.
All right, you managed to just move out of the way for when the maul bounces off the door and flies right back towards you. Thankfully, everybody else moved as well.
Oh man.
Also,
Alright.
the
They know we're here.
I already knew that.
let's everybody roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
No.
what did you do, Thomag?
20.
Hey, I don't. Wait, no, come back, wrong window. I wanted to see if I got any bonuses, but I don't.
Your boy is
Okay, so
decently today.
and mascot.
Oh, does he get? I need to just print mascot off as like a little card that I can keep next to me because this
That might be the easiest
Switching
way
back-
of handling it. Yeah.
fourth shit is kind of getting on my nerves. Wait, I've completely forgotten how my brain works. There we go. That's what I want.
Okay,
Oh no!
mascot lets
What
out
did
a
you do?
mascot
Ugh.
lets out a yelp, leans forward a little bit, and you could see him covering his ears. Everyone else, the sound is deafening, but it's not like ear bleeding yet.
And now you know what it doesn't like.
Mascot takes 1 point of damage,
Oh no!
and there's a
Is it
little,
psychic damage?
it's just a general sound wave because of the percussions of this place. It's sound damage. It's just a little
Oh.
too loud.
So it wasn't a trap. I just hit the door real hard.
and just made a really loud boom in this room.
Well, they know we're here.
Yeah, thanks. All right, actually, no, here, let's do this. I believe I can detect magic on an object. I would assume this door qualifies as an object.
Yes.
All right, I would like to not use that thing, action spells, there we go. I would like to... Where is it? Heroes of Healing Wounds, Turn Person Bane, no. Identify. I would like to identify, and I have to touch the door. And what do you get for me? You choose an object you may touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether there are any spells affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell cast it. If you instead touch a creature, I'm not doing that. So I want to go up and cast this on the door, and maybe that'll at least let us figure out how to get through the damn thing.
All right, well, let me take a brief moment to do an early campaign. DM talks to Sarah and mentions that typically this spell is, you can do anything you want. You can try anything you want. Typically this spell, though, is used when you're trying to discern a magic item that would be something that the party could use, or potentially something potentially really damaging to the party, and you need to know what it is. So that's the typical use of it, and it reminds you, your sort of limited spell slots and stuff. Just a reminder. But you,
I appreciate it.
But you want to identify the door. We can still do that. We can still do the identifying the door. This is sort of an early campaign. It's been a month since we actually played. Reminder of how we can, how these things are kind of typically done within the D&D world. But the beauty of D&D world is you can do what you want.
No, and I appreciate the warning. Fortunately, most of my attack spells are at wills and are considered cantrips anyway.
Okay.
So.
Now, do you have? Here's the other option. Do you have the option of doing this as a ritual? Does it have an R next to the spell?
Yes.
You can just sit there for 10 minutes in front of the door.
And it doesn't cost me a
and it won't cost you a spell slot.
Come on. I do not have this patience.
I'm gonna mold Thomag enough to keep him busy for 10 minutes. No.
Ty's gonna wander away.
Okay,
you
have mascot. You do have mascot who will be your bodyguard during this. Your mascot will not leave your side.
I have a question. Is the door bolted into the stone wall?
Any sort of hinge work, it almost looks like the door is part of the wall, other than the fact that it's wood and iron, or metal at least, from what you can tell.
Okay.
But there is no hardware, other than sort of the tiny little slot where the lock was, and even that's now shut down. So that almost looks like the lock doesn't exist anymore. The mechanism moved in so smoothly.
So the area where the door meets the wall is wood on stone.
It's metal on stone.
Okay, well then I'm going to move earth and just create a hole under the foot of the door.
But there's no earth, you have stone.
Well, it's mold earth. I don't think there's a mold stone.
No, there's stone shifting. There's stone shaping. Stone shaping. Yeah, that's a different spell.
No. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you can cause it to become difficult terrain. You can choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range and that fits in a 5-foot cube.
Okay.
You manipulate it one of the following ways. If you target loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, which is what I picked this up for.
Okay. Let's hear this.
Move it along the ground, deposit it 5 feet away. This move doesn't have enough force to cause damage, so I can't use it. I can't just, while I'm I probably could drop something on someone's head, but they don't actually have mechanics for that. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. You can cause, and you can also cause it to become difficult terrain. Alternately, you can cause the ground to become normal terrain if it's already difficult. This lasts for up to an hour.
So can you only move loose earth, though? Is that what it said?
Right. Is the
It
loose...
just says target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it.
Yeah, I would say the stone, you could be loose stone. And I would say the difference would be like loose stone. Like if it was gravel. Gravel you could move with this spell as opposed to a boulder.
But I can also cause shapes to appear. And I can change the overall terrain itself. All I want to do is create a hole so that we can crawl under the door.
Right, but this is solid stone. Stone, wood,
Okay.
metal. It's not loose. It's not gravelly thing. That would be... I know what spell you're doing. It's a little more powerful than moving stone is a little more powerful than a cantrip level spell.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that. All right, fine then. I'm going to do my stupid little ritual thing and sit here for 10 minutes.
Okay. So you're
The
doing
others
that.
wander.
So what are the other two doing? Well, since they have no patience.
I'm gonna walk to here and look down the hallway
So you want to look down that
to see what I
hallway.
can see.
Okie dokie.
See what I can see.
I would say Ty would probably have moved up onto the platform as well too at this point in time.
Can
Okay.
I see anything down there? Can I see anything down there? That's what I see. There's nothing.
I get in there. I gotta read up on these things. Each room's a different thing. Old man glasses aren't working tonight. You can see, even though it's dark, at the end of it, there appears to be a little bit of light coming. It's almost a
I can
pink.
see six.
You can see a pinkish light coming from the end of the hall.
I'm gonna try to like wave Ty over and kind of like point down the hallway, and when they go over there, tell him to see if they ask if they'll go check out a little bit farther. Sneaky.
How far is your dark vision?
50 feet, but there's a turn in the hallway.
Okay. And we said we saw something dragging as well too. All right, I guess.
Dragging?
The dragging you saw from this area.
Can you actually describe that? Because roll 20 is still not being very. It's up in the more northern pathway that goes to Z3.
It's the center one, so it would be the.
Okay.
So Thomag was looking down
where
the
I
south
am now.
one.
Was
The middle.
here. Now moving.
Right, but she's having trouble seeing that.
Great.
So it's
Can I investigate the dragging to see if I can figure out what it is?
roll survival. A survival check. You're seeing its movement, and it looks to be in pulses, where it sort of moves forward about 5 feet, catches up, moves forward about 5 feet, catches up, and you're noticing sort of this sort of gelatinous grayish trail going along it.
Can I tell what the gelatinousness is?
With this rolling that, not really.
Right.
No, it's something you haven't really
Can I
seen
see down
before.
that?
So if you
Okay. Can I see down that hallway at all?
you see another a sort of smaller 6-foot round chamber with a continuation to the west, but you can't really see anything from there. Once again, it's just rocks. It's just stone, about 15 feet high, but you're not really. Doesn't appear to be anything in there. But you see this trail continuing on to the
Has
west.
it been 10 minutes yet?
Well, just so now that you've seen these things, did you want to do anything, or do you want to wait until the entire party?
I want to wait until everybody's ready to go. I'm not just wandering off on it. Yes.
Okay. And Ty, are you of that same agreement of wait? You wanted to wait, or did you want to do anything else? There's still time for you if you want to do something.
What did and you said that nothing was really seen down the Z4 pathway?
I don't know which one that is.
Oh, darn it! That's what you get for watching on
North,
TV
middle,
screen. This is what happens when you guys watch the
middle
stream.
or south?
The south one. The south one is the no, because you had the turret at that point. You would have to go down that hallway to see more of what's going on down there.
Okay, I'm trying not to metagame, and I'm trying to figure out what Ty would honestly do in this instance.
All right, let's give you. You got 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go ahead and let's be a little bit sneaky and go down that southern tunnel.
Okay.
Just to peek. We're only honestly just to see if until he can see something and then come back like a scout.
All right.
I'm gonna stand right there.
So you're going to go all the way down to the end and sort of peek around the corner.
Mm.
So it's going to be a chamber at max about 15 feet wide, about 15 feet across, once again about 15 feet tall. The light source that caught your eye is the refraction of hundreds of hundreds of large pink crystals coming out of the walls and ceilings.
Pretty. Do I see anything that is alive?
No, you don't see anything in here except a faint pink glow emanating from all these stones embedded into the walls and the ceiling.
Are there any loose bits that are on the ground in my vicinity?
No, they're all sort of into the wall. You would have to break off a piece if you wanted to get a gemstone.
Okay, shoot. Can I detect anything from them? Do they have any magical properties, or are they just gemstones?
Are you using a detect magic spell? Or you just want to do a general arcana check?
I don't believe he's got a detect magic spell on him.
Okay, I'll let you roll an arcana check. To sort of get a general vibe based upon your thieving experience. Or acquisition experience, I should say.
I am a professional. Thank you very much.
You're an acquirer of rare and fine goods.
Professional.
Mm.
Professional what?
You know what? It looks shiny, it looks pretty. You're not getting any bad juju from it.
Okay, are there any pieces that are particularly loose that don't require any kind of snapping to take them off?
You're gonna have to break it off. Do you happen to have a jeweler's kit?
Do I see him they disappear into the chamber?
You saw him go around the corner, unless you followed.
Right. I am going to go there then.
Don't bother me when I'm working.
You want help? Break things.
Told you not to call me here.
Jeez, does that work?
Good question. I think Ty is still cautious about the gems. They are very pretty, but cautious.
If Ty is going into the room, I'm going to go ahead and kind of go around and peek up around the corner here. If he's not, I will stay where I am. Here.
Personally, Ty would like the large hulking Thomag
I'm going to go around into the
to
room.
not take the initiative.
Okay, you're gonna.
Too late. I already did it. I'm walking to there.
You peek around the corner and you see another incline to the northwest, and you also see it going towards the northeast as well. But that's more of on the same
And I
flat
turn
trail.
around to Ty, like, should we back in there now? Because we're in a loser at this point.
Ty wordlessly just turns around and starts walking back down the hallway towards the platform.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, Thomag, are you gonna do anything
I
with
will
the?
investigate this. I want to investigate the chamber.
So, are you both? Is anyone taking any of the stones?
No, not yet.
I want to touch one just with my finger.
Oh,
Does anything happen?
I'm gonna
Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
Charisma.
Can I use strength?
Charisma. And
is
you said 13?
I like it. Yeah.
For a
I don't know what I did.
for a brief moment, you see the interior of a cell, and you feel like you're in the interior of the cell. Then all of a sudden, you blink back to where you were. That's all.
I don't.
It's. I mean, it looked like it.
Is this a Italian invasion?
It looked like a cell. It smelled like a cell. It was dark.
I don't like cell. Like it.
You're actually still in the cell. You just haven't figured it out yet.
Don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna go back to
Thomag? Thomag? What did we learn? What did we learn?
Oh, clicking. Better don't touch them.
Well, actually, now
More
remember,
information.
you don't know this yet. Actually, no one knows this because Ty had already started walking back, so no one knows this happens except
I'm going to.
if he bothers to tell anybody.
I'm just gonna walk up behind Ty with a big look on my face. And you just hear me mumbling myself, just like that.
what did you do?
Dude, touch it. I touched it. It was, I unplugged it. I didn't like it.
Let's go get the magic user.
So, are you
You done?
you ready for the 10 minutes? You want to know the big dramatic? It's a big, about 2 foot thick iron and wood door, like ironwood, like really hard, reinforced, pressure treated almost, sort of door you would need an actual battery. You would need an actual battering ram to knock this thing down. This door is not meant to be opened except by those who want it to be opened. But this is basically as secure a door can be without being magic. There is no magical properties to it. But this is a solid piece of craftsmanship right here. This is state of the art.
This is good craftsmanship. What did you guys find?
I touched anything. Don't.
All right. What pink thing did you find, Thomag?
Found some big rocks. They're glowy, which is cool. But in terms of them, yeah, man.
I look at Todd.
Yes.
What? Pink glowy rocks? Where'd you guys go?
On the corner.
We explored past the platform.
I say this way, and just walk over. Here.
I'll follow Tom because that's our MO.
So,
Are you coming inside? Are you going to hide in the corner there?
Reluctantly coming along.
Has Tyvindr regretted joining this party yet? My God, it's full of stars.
so Aranel, you see this room. It's full of pink stones in the walls.
Is there anything you can tell us about this?
They
Want
are
to wait another 10 minutes? Can I do like a general arcane roll? I'm making shit up at this point.
You can do an Arcana check. There is such a thing as Arcana, and you can do an Arcana check. It's not as effective as a detect magic would be, obviously, but based upon your skills, it might give you some information.
I need my actual skills. Here's Arcana. Okay, so one more. 22.
Okay.
After my modifier.
I'll give you the sort of general equivalent as if he had its like jeweler's kit. These stones are unnatural and worthless. That's the best you can get out of it. You're not quite sure if it's magic nature. You kind of get a feel because they're unnatural. They have a little bit of magic to them, but they're definitely not natural. And they're made here, so they're not real gemstones. They're some sort of manufactured stone.
Considering this is a lich, and these are fake stones, and I just think maybe you shouldn't be touching these, Thomag. I hope you learn.
We know I didn't touch it in the first place.
I mean, I probably could have figured it out. But okay, so let's not put the pink stones. Did you guys go past this point?
Nope.
No,
not
quite. Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna win.
The rogue is going to like stalk behind him angrily.
Okay.
Some point we should probably let the person who can scout go first. I'm just, pointing this out to you, Thomag.
So you're seeing to your west is another door, and to your east looks to be another cavern.
Is it another door like the other door?
No, this one doesn't look as nearly as intimidating or robust as the other one. It's a large stone door. Before you, it's carved with an image of a kraken pulling two halves of a broken ship into the sea. So it's got some nice orient.
Honestly, that one alone for now.
So yeah, Aranel, it the imagery, even if not directly, it definitely pings you a little bit.
Ty has 120 feet of dark vision. Can you look into the other cavern?
Do you want to walk into the other cavern?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't move. I can't move the
Okay,
icon at the
no
moment.
problem.
So
No problem. Are you going to? So, how far do you actually want to step in? So, just to the opening to be able to see through.
yeah, to kind of again, Ty would probably position himself in a place where he can scout, but not necessarily like walk boldly into a space.
Hello?
Okay.
Am I here?
Okay, so you see another room, with another sort of ledge area to the north. Just from there, without going into the room. You hear the sound of dripping water in this room, and it almost sounds as if stalactites are creating sort of a light rain sound, especially in the north wall. And there's about an opening about 10 feet above the ground, large enough for like a crouched human could be up in that space. Just to give you a size perspective, your dark vision, you don't see a dark human up there.
Okay, so no dark human, but there's an alcove. Is there anything else in the space that's of any interest? Any kind of?
You're seeing stalactites dripping in this area. That's sort of where the source of the sound is.
Not something that was like lived in or used or occupied or anything like that.
Make a perception check.
Excellent.
You see what might be some clothing further towards the north.
Clothing?
Like a scrap of cloth, maybe a pair of pants, maybe a shirt. You can't quite tell from here. You'd have to get closer.
Did Ty and Thomag discuss what Thomag saw when he went to investigate the dragon?
No, he just said he didn't like it.
No, but yeah, he hasn't mentioned anything about dragging yet. No.
There was, actually, while we're talking about this, can I look on the ground where we are and see if I can see that trail come through?
Unfortunately, the ground's wet. Everything's wet in this room, so it's kind of hard to suss out.
We're definitely not opening that door.
If there is.
Definitely open that door next.
No doors to you.
All the doors. I walk over to Ty.
Are you walking into?
The wall.
Are you walking into the room?
I'm walking. I want to walk near Ty.
Are you walking into the room?
I walk up behind Ty.
Okay. Just let me know when anybody decides to walk into the room.
That's not ominous in any way, shape, or form. Do you need pants?
I would like to what? Clearly not.
Thomag wants a decent pair of pants.
So as you get closer, your feet are starting to get wet, and Thomag, you're noticing the wetness isn't always dripping down the same way. There's a little bit of ooziness in the water.
Is there a pool of water in here?
It's more of a sort of a flatter thing. As you get closer to the north, it probably gets a little deeper. It never gets deeper than maybe 3 inches in here.
Like a waiting
I'm just gonna like hold my maul out in front of me and just kind of wave it into the room just a little bit, and then pull back.
Like
Okay.
a puppet, like.
Okay, you wave it in there and you pop back and nothing happens.
Do we see a way out through there?
Well, I mean, you have the
We
door
gotta-
behind
we gotta
you,
go to the door.
and you, at this point, can figure out that to the east takes you right back to the chamber you'd already come from.
And we see anything in the chamber that would be of use.
Pants.
Water, stalagmites, maybe a pair of pants.
And the pants.
He gave you
Don't need the pants.
If you need a pair of pants.
Pants are, I don't need pants. I'm gonna go up and inspect the door.
So you're going to go to the door.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna look at it.
I don't trust you to not open the door.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
From past experiences, Aranel does not trust Thomag to not open the door.
Alright, can I see anything else besides the Kraken on it, or is that's the only thing on it?
It's a Kraken in this ship. So you've walked
Do
up
we
to
see
the
a
door.
handle, or
Yeah, there's a
anything
handle.
of any sort?
Yeah.
Does it look suspicious? Can I check for traps? Is that what you do?
You could do a perception check.
I would like to do that.
At,
I want to perceive
at
traps.
disadvantage, because you don't have thieves' tools. Actually, no, it would be straight. It would be,
probably
that would
just
be if you're trying to
perceiving the
lock
door.
it. So perception.
Perceiving the door.
Perceive the door. Hey, you're the DM. If you want me to do it, then I'll do it.
Well, now, hold on. Once again, let's clarify here. What exactly are you trying to do?
I'm trying to. Can I tell if there's anything suspicious about the door, or look like there's any additional mechanisms besides the handle?
Okay. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. There's a perception where you're just going to look at the door and kind of go from there. And there's a much thorough sort of investigation where you might, touch, move things a little bit to look for mechanisms in different places.
I don't want to touch it. I've already agreed that I would not touch the door.
Okay.
I want to look at the door.
Okay, so you're just looking at the door. So that would be an investigation. I'm not an investigation. A perception check. So just roll a perception check.
Can I interject really quickly that I think the title of this episode should just be Contemplating Doors?
So what'd you get?
Yeah, 18.
18? You know what? Seeing that Kraken breaking that ship apart reminds you of a song in a tavern long ago, and a certain someone who broke you. And you get a little tear. You get a little tear in the eye at this point, and you begin humming that song under your breath. But other than that, the door looks to be a very finely made door, so finely made that it's bringing up this memory, just a little for you.
I think, what would the song be?
I don't know, some sort of shanty. You were a sailor.
I'll sing you a song of a giant squid. Way, hey, don't pull the man down.
That's not that long. I will actively on in the middle distance as I start humming.
Alright, as Thomag takes a moment, Ty is going to come back and ask the group what they want to do now.
Door, wheel, that's it. That's all we got to go out. There's no way out. from here.
Either go back out the way we came, go try and knock down that other door, which I don't think is possible, or we open this one. How against opening this one are you?
Do you want to check this for traps or should I just take the hit?
Ow. You know, you can't keep doing that. Eventually, you're going to die.
Eventually, but not yet.
Why don't you let the person who can do traps?
I have to if you want to do.
I don't have to check traps, but I can certainly use the thieves tool on the door.
Really? Very interesting.
Well, to check for traps would be an investigation check.
Investigation trap? Okay. Should I do that first?
Okay. You're pretty sure it's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Well, if the thief says it's fine, let's open the door.
And that's your attempt in the lock, and...
No, that's not. No. The seven was the cavern. The 8 is the investigation.
Oh, you're pretty sure it's fine. You're not really noticing a trap. Any sort of traps in this thing.
That's so reassuring. All right, what do I need to do to try and pick the lock?
Yeah, just go ahead and use your lockpick. So that would be a sleight of hand as your +6 here.
Is the door locked? Did we know it was locked?
Just try the handle. Just try turning the handle. Ah, it was open the whole time.
I just reached my hand towards the handle. If no one responds, I will turn the handle off the door.
So you do manage to click in, and just out of the corner of your eye, after you already have your thieves tool in there, you look on the ground and you see a rune. And you're pretty much in the middle of an oh shit, and then you hear click, and the door opens.
In my moment, is that a move away from the door then after it clicks? Kind of sensation, or a push forward kind of sensation?
It's you moved forward into the door. You're already committed at this point. But you saw the ruin, but so far nothing's happened.
Okay, then Ty's going to take a step back away from the door, and I guess contemplate it some more, because that's what you do.
But so the door is open. Yes, the door is open.
The door is open.
He's going to point at the... Is the room visible?
No, actually, is the door open? Is the door actually open?
The door isn't locked. The door is locked. Ty did not open it. Ty took a step back from it, and he's probably pointing at the room with his thieves' tools.
Because this ruin has the shape, an image of a kraken on the ruin.
I don't know what it is.
Do you?
I'm late.
Do you know
What this is?
Do you know what runes are? And dealing with the Arcana.
I can read them. Me, professor.
This would be like magic. Maybe if you had someone who was like magic.
I don't know. Magic. I speak other things, but not magic.
I'm pretty surprised actually that you don't have the ability to read this. It's your split classes. Yeah.
I mean, you can make an Arcana check.
I can, but I don't have any.
Yeah, the only option you have to interpret this is an Arcana check. Is what I'm trying to say. 6.
We just Thomag
once again
the Arcana check.
Once again, you're back into song because you're thinking of the heart that was broken by the Kraken.
Wait, did you date the Kraken? Is this what this is all about?
Good lord, you dated a Kraken? What are you, freaking sorry?
Canon. First fan art.
Oh no! Oh no! What have you done?
I'm gonna commission that. Where's my Hey, Soup, are you listening? I need a picture of Thomag and a Kraken getting comfy.
They're all terrible people.
Okay,
They
so,
don't know what it is. They know what it is. I would like to open the door.
just open the door.
The door's open.
The
door is-
I'm reaching my hand for the handle.
The door is
I
open.
open the door. I open the
No,
door.
the
No,
door.
I open the door. Door already open. I asked before.
The door's open. You're looking in the
The door
hallway,
open.
and Ty is. Hold on. And Ty is already on the other side of the
Go to
door,
the
sort of
door.
falling in with their momentum.
Wait, what?
When you opened the door, you fell in sort of with your momentum, because you were caught off guard because of the lock. But the ruin itself, though, is about right here. So you're actually past the ruin, so you almost don't need to worry about it.
I'm going through the door. I'm walking through the door.
Okay, now that I guess I'm gonna go.
I guess everybody else is going. I don't want to be left behind.
I fell through the door, I guess.
Well, you didn't fall on your face or anything. You just sort of your momentum carried you through.
I'm through the door.
I'm gonna stand on the
the
Okay, so you're now in a hallway. There are two doors on the west side, and the hall continues to the north.
Is-
We want to take these out or just keep going?
I mean, we have no clue where this spell book's going to be kept, so it could be anywhere along the journey, although I doubt a lich would just leave it in a door past another door.
How many doors are there now?
Two doors to the west.
Come on,
The hallway continues to
open
the
the
north.
door.
Which door are you opening?
God.
Come on, open the door. This one right here.
Okay.
Open the door. Open right.
So you open the door.
See anything in
A copper taste fills. Ahem. I'm trying to talk here. Ahem. A copper taste fills your mouth as you come into this room filled with fine red mist. At the center of the chamber, a blood-soaked statue of a horn and winged demon vomits a fountain of blood into the air, gathering a bubbling pool around its legs.
Someone just back up out of the door and close it. You just see his face is like his whole front of him is just like vaguely red and kind of wet. It's not that.
I'm used to this. I'm so.
Ty's gonna look at someone and be like, what have we learned?
Nothing.
We learned that that's not the right room. You want to check that door?
You would check that door.
I start walking. I'm gonna go over with this door.
You're gonna open the next door? Are you opening the other door?
So that's our official door, apparently.
Opening the door. Is it locked? Is it open?
Nope, it opens up. So,
Oh, no.
the nauseating stench of this room makes your stomach do backflips. Blood is sprayed across the walls and coats the floor. Bones are piled high in the back corner of the room, and pieces of humanoid bodies are everywhere. The source of the mutilation becomes clear as a purple-skinned undead with long claws gnaws at the arm of a halfling. The horrid creature smiles, a gore-coated grin at your arrival. Roll for initiative.
Happy Halloween! Okay, sorry.
19! Oh, wait, what am I?
What's up? Are you having it? I got freshman's here.
20.
No one cares about your 20.
Okay, we heard your 20.
And it's my turn.
Well, yeah, you got a 20. The rest of us get to roll 2. Whoosh. Scott. Where's his initiative? Can you remember his initiative? He just goes on my initiative now, doesn't he?
Yeah. Your team now. Go team.
Team Aranel.
So 7-7. All right. Okie dokie. Let me get my ghoul stats up. I mean, my mysterious creature that likes to eat on bone stats up.
I'm pretty sure they figured out this is a ghoul.
All right. Thomag, you have 20. You have 20. You have 20, which means you get to go first.
I had 120.
Very excited about that 20.
I'm just gonna rush it and swing at it with my maul.
Alrighty. Go ahead, swing at it with your maul.
So 13.
What was that?
1.3. 1.3 or 13.
13. Alright. You swing, and for a moment you think that it's going to... The ghoul pulls up the halfling arm to block you, and you kind of break right through the halfling's arm, and you hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Mm-hmm. 13. Bludgeoning.
Okay. I have to do math now. It's too late for math.
Too late, man. This is your own fault.
Okay, that sounds about right. Alright. So with that, the ghoul is going to turn and make its attack against you. And the ghoul gets 2 attacks against you. It will do a bite and a claw attack against you. So we will first try with the claw. Which is a 15. Alright, and we'll do the bite attack. Which is a 14 plus 16. So they both hit. Alright. And you're not Rajay.
Not yet.
So that will be 16 total points of damage. And we'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
If he becomes a ghoul, we're just running. We leave him here.
I agree.
Man, come on!
I mean,
Constitution?
Constitution saving throw, yes.
23.
Okay, for momentarily you feel your muscles tightening up, but your burgeoning potential rage sort of shakes that off. So you're not paralyzed.
Really?
So, so now it's between Ty and Aranel. You both got 7, so you can decide which one of you wishes to go first.
I will bow and hold out a hand.
Right. Well, I think we all know exactly what's going to happen.
Please don't light the whole room on fire.
Okay, look.
Or you, whatever.
Look. Well, like 3 spells. I have Air Frost, I have Eldritch Blast, and I have Lightning. Yeah, like I can do a couple things, so... but yeah, let's just, I don't know, let's do Ray of Frost. Where is he? How about this going to fuck everybody else up?
Hold on, I have to actually put myself. I'm gonna go say I have
You
one
are
punch.
directly... Well, you're in melee. Yeah, you're in melee of it, yeah.
Does that count as melee? I believe it does.
Yeah, no, you're one without one block. That's melee, yeah, so...
Okay.
See, this will be good. I'm going to use Ray of Frost, because assuming I hit, the target's speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of the next turn. So it technically slows him down. So let's Ray of Frost is weird, but... Objections?
That's your spells. You do you.
As usual, I can't roll to hit shit.
So Thomag has to sort of bounce, hug up against the wall a little bit as a stray frostbolt comes through and creates a nice little snowflake pattern on the back wall.
Ooh, pretty. Eventually that fucker will hit. And Mascot will run up towards Thomag and just kind of hold position with Thomag.
Is he holding action or?
No, we're doing different. We're actually following some rules now with the mascot. So we're using it like the Beastmaster Ranger. So an attack from him would be one of Aranel's attack, but mascot can move on his turn independently, and he can do reactions independently. So
he can protect Thomag, and he can also do the pack tactics thing with Thomag. So.
yeah. We're getting there. By the end of this campaign, we're going to be experts at this whole Dungeons and Dragons thing, and we're going to move on to a different system. All right, so it's time. So it's same, exactly the same. So Ty, it's your turn.
Can Ty push Aranel slightly out of the way and shoot off a bolt?
Well, yeah, I mean, if
I
you
shoot.
slide out of the way, full on, face first into the door. I mean, however you want to do it, yeah.
Just a nice light shove, enough so they can get a proper aim in.
Excuse me. You can be, pardon me,
But
ma'am.
no elbows. No
Pardon me,
elbows.
ma'am.
Up.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Taking a lot. I am. Is it a sneak attack? I am in combat range. How do you sneak attack work? I think it would be, wouldn't it? I am harassing
Oh man, now you're making me think. Does she have to? Does Ty have to be in a hidden position first, though? For sneak attack?
He's kind of behind me.
But you weren't really in a true hiding position.
Yeah, I wasn't hidden prior to the attack.
Honestly, Aranel's only like normal height. It's not like I'm Thomag.
But there isn't any kind of assist if another player isn't in if they're engaged in combat.
The most exciting part of D&D, the rules check.
Right.
Actually, what you did don't use advantage on attack roll of an enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy don't have advantage on attack. So as long as you don't have advantage, one of us is distracting it, so I am in melee with it. I believe you can attack with that.
Okay.
I'm technically in melee with it too, I just can't hit shit.
So which basically
There you
means
go.
you can add a d6 though. To
Add a d6?
the sneak. Are you taking sneak attack?
No, honestly, I'm just going to say that Ty wasn't hit in this round because Thomag kind of bust on in and started wailing on this thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Ty did enough to shove himself in and get a shot off, and then bonus action, I guess, hide away from the doorway for the next round of attacks.
And then you'll definitely be in a position to definitely do sneak attack next round.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay, so it's you hit it. It's pretty good. You're looking at it. It's an undead creature which is sort of falling apart, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's hurt or not because it's got body parts and pieces all over it anyway. But Thomag, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, rage.
Okay.
I can read over my spells.
I don't like it bit.
Tear apart.
You just hear him yell, "No, fight it!" And then he swings the ball. Oh, that's a one.
Oh no!
You know what? For comedy, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on.
And by comedy, I mean my comedy.
Yeah, for you. It's a 6.
You come in to swing, you slip on one of the intestines of the halfling, but you do catch yourself before falling. So you're not prone on the ground. But the momentary slipping on the intestines did cause you to sort of aim wide and miss your target on that one. I know. I was hoping you'd completely fail and fall flat first into the corpse, but we all can't get what we want.
What was the detail on that? I thought I rolled a 6.
It was a 5. It was a real simple thing. I wasn't going to punish you too much for that. So now it is the ghoul. Now it is the ghoul's turn. The ghoul's going to come at you again with its 2 attacks. 16 plus. That's going to be a hit for the. This is the claw, and let's just do that first because the claw has its extra. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I am reading.
Do you get anything special against Constitution saving throws? Oh yeah, you are still bear totem.
Yeah.
Smash into pieces.
No, I think there are other like paths for the variant. I think they can't. Like they advantage on strength, but nothing else. There are other paths that give you things, but am resistant to everything but psychic damage.
So you're resistant. So go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw with advantage. Because this is a paralysis attack.
Yeah, everything I resist everything except psychic damage.
Okay, so you got advantage.
Con.
Con.
Con sensitivity. Yeah, 23.
Okay, once again you feel that paralysis come in, but your rage is just too powerful. Second. So rage. So the bite attack misses, so that's 7, which is 3 points of damage. From the claw attack. Total 3. Total 3 points of damage. 3 total. Okay, so now it's Aranel's turn.
This thing's still standing there.
It's still standing.
Alright, I'm going to... Thomag is raging like he is currently in a rage.
Yeah, he's in a rage right now.
I'm so raged.
Rawr.
Sound.
Let's see. Lightning lure. Maybe because I want to see how this works. I'm gonna lightning lure the Lich. This of course assumes it works. So let's see if it works, and then I'll worry about it later. Where's my dice? Go.
You're trying to...
Do what?
That's what I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. Like, you're trying to what?
So lightning lure... Holy shit, I rolled a 20. Not 20. You create a lash of lightning and energy that strikes one creature of your choice that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if it's within 5 feet of you. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach level 5. So I'm currently going to do 2d8 damage, because it can't be that far away.
It is 10 feet away.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
go ahead and roll your damage.
15.
Sorry, what?
Never mind.
Wait, hang on, that didn't work. No, hang on, don't ignore that roll.
But it'll do one more D8.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll 2. Yay, 7.
Okay, so you send out this lightning energy which encircles this ghoul. You ensnare it, you pull it towards you, and nothing comes. You look up, and that's because the ghoul has been severed in half, and 2 pieces fall into the other piles of bodies which are already on the ground.
Yeah, I realize this is like a pickle jar that Thomag really kind of just, got the lid loosened up, but I feel very victorious that I just sliced this motherfucker in half, so... Sorry about Thomag, but this is an ego boost for me.
I would like to rage.
What?
I'm gonna start right over to the pile of body parts.
Oh, shit. Rage! That's gross.
Okay, you're looking around. Do an investigation check.
6. This is nice. Go figure.
No, I mean you're just going through half-eaten halfling. There might be an orc that looks like a goblin, but at this point you're not sure if it's one that fell off your belt or one that this thing was eating itself. You're kind of mixed up in all the body parts.
Is there anything that even not look like people?
You've made your
Ty's gonna crack his
based upon your
fingers and step
investigation
into the
check. That's the
room.
best you can. That's the best you can figure out. You're just caught up in the body parts.
So I'm not taking bites as I go.
So at this point now, Thomag, as you're investigating, is also covered in blood.
I think Ty would like to perform a more thorough investigation of the room
Okay, go
as a
ahead.
professional.
As you prefer-
Quit poking at the dead, both of you. Knock it off.
So you're just taking
Yeah,
your.
yeah.
You're taking your. Do you have a
I
scimitar
don't mind.
or a saber?
Me?
Yes,
Rapier.
your rapier. You're just taking your rapier and using that to sort of probe and look around. That way, you don't actually have to touch anything directly. You're using your rapier as your tool to look around the room.
I'm an elbow.
And with that, you find a small bag, which definitely it's covered in blood, but it definitely has some weight to it, and has a little jingle, like coin sound to it.
Cheers. I'm gonna take that and exit.
I shake my head disapprovingly of them.
And so, Ty, that's 25 gold.
So,
Damn.
okay.
And eventually come out of it.
This is gonna waiting on you.
Take a couple deep breaths and center myself again. Is there dude? And then I tell their around in Thai about the demon that you vomiting blood. And then and ask if we should go check that out.
No.
Okay.
Is it really expensive?
No. It doesn't matter. It's vomiting.
Did it look expensive?
And portable.
Is it your GM?
I don't think we're
What? It looked like
It looked like a fountain, but
it looked like a fountain spitting blood of a demon.
Then no, I'm good.
Demon blood fountain.
Okay.
You use your best judgment on how you think demon blood
Find some
fountains.
ones that someone tossed in there.
I'm just gonna put my way past Mel and come on the hallway.
Oh, wait, sorry, Ty.
I'm gonna stay here. Can I see anything in the next chamber?
You see sort of a curved hallway which goes to the west and then curves up around to the north. You'd have to go further to find anything more.
Oh, slits! Don't split the party, Thomag.
I'm not splitting. I'm waiting for you guys. I just wanted to go.
I assume we're following you. I don't think Ty can move their character right now. There we go. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so old. It's only 9:30.
Alright. Do we want to keep moving or what?
Oh, no, we can keep going. I'm just yawning.
Okay.
We can go for another half hour at least.
No, I mean, like, in the game, are we continuing on the trail on the scout, or should I just keep going forward?
Hi, you scout?
Yes, if I can remember my microphone is off. Yes. I was.
Why aren't you listening?
I would love to scout. What shall I be rolling for a kind of, should I be doing stealth or investigation?
First roll stealth if you're trying to be sneaky.
Always. Sup? Nobody sees me.
You're the shadow in the night. Next would be a
This is what
perception.
I want.
Next would be a perception check.
Ooh. Win some, lose some.
So let me.
Got a little cocky with that stealth roll.
So you can definitely see that the room works towards the west, and to another alcove, and to the north in that direction. But from you're looking around, you see nothing. Coast is clear. Boom. Bob's your uncle. You're on your way.
No fountains of blood, no draggy goo stuff.
Nope. Everything looks cool. You see a crumbling hall with a large curve. I mean, you kind of smell a little bit of rotten eggs, but, you know, whatever.
I'm going to turn back to the team and say we've got another decision to make.
What?
What did it do?
There's a split in the path again.
Okay. So
Um,
the left, right?
Yeah, I guess we can filter in to the kind of right in front of the pathway.
I think we can stack all of our characters, but it's kind of a pain.
Well, no, because each of you takes up a 5-foot space, so that we want to see the...
Yeah.
Especially for combat purposes.
Well, yeah, but we're not in combat right now. Whale. Oh, you know, if we go up and to the right there, we might be able to double back to where that door was. There might be a way to get to the other side of that door. This way. If we go this way.
I'm gonna walk to here.
Okay.
Can I see anything?
Might go this way.
Okay.
So, Thomag, since you've taken the bolder step of walking a little further in, you can kind of see there's a door up to the northeast.
Okay. Well, the doors, we were looking for something that would be secured someplace, so maybe that's the direction we want to go.
No door, our nemesis.
Seriously.
Okay, before you get that...
I'm gonna
Nope.
No, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm back here then.
Yeah, I'm back.
Apologies. I'm back, sorry.
Because before you can do that... So, before you can do that, there's two ghouls that Ty failed to notice
Ow. Oh,
in the area. In addition, now that everybody's in the room, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Because you're all beginning to sort of cough from that sort of rotten egg smell. What'd you get?
13, 1-3.
1-3.
Suck a finish.
Okay, Aranel and Mascot. Aranel and Mascot. Aranel, Mascot, you're poisoned.
Ooh.
So you're under the
Wait, is
poison.
that a saving throw or initiative?
No, savings throw. You're making Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
What's your plus on your Constitution saving throw?
That's still it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so you both fail. You both fail. You're technically poisoned as a condition.
Well, he does have a higher constitution than I do. Can I roll for his constitution?
Sure.
I mean, I hate to do this poor thing just because of me. Hey, you're 15. Right, I'm poisoned.
You're poisoned.
Woo!
What does that mean?
No.
Hold on.
Well, this sucks.
Try to remember my conditions.
What did the DC?
I'll have to tell you that.
Does the 13 pass?
13 passes, yes. Poison, you have a disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, come on. I already suck at this.
Hey, at least it's not the old days where it'd be taking damage along the entire way, too.
That's true. I've been forgetting my stupid thing. How do I attune to it?
Oh, and just an FYI, as well, you won't. Aranel won't need to, but everyone else will need to make a saving throw every turn.
Oh, because I've been poisoned, I don't have to remember that now.
You're already poisoned, so let's go ahead now. Every turn, you're in a room with poison gas.
Ah.
Give it like a wind spell or something. Okay.
Oh, actually.
But let's go ahead and roll initiative. Roll initiative.
All
I
right.
would have, but that is not what I prepared.
Ooh. Can I create the mage hand and just have it just start fanning the air?
Sure, it's going to give you a nice little breeze in case it's a little humid down here. In case you catch the
Wait,
vape.
I rolled a 19, you guys.
Huzzah!
Hey.
17 for me.
23 for me.
Is the poison gas flammable?
There's only one way to find out.
Well, we might.
I'm gonna find out in that turn.
All right. For the purposes of his brashness, I would say that Thomag is still under rage, but you do need to get some sort of combat this round.
Okay.
But
Here's the question. Whose turn is it?
it's tie starts. You start, and you are stealthed.
I am stealth.
Yeah, you're stealth at 29.
Does that give me an advantage?
Yes, I will say it's going to give you a. I'm trying to think of.
Because would it be considered a sneak attack then?
Yes, I would say for the purposes of this, it'll give you a sneak attack advantage. If I'm wrong, yell at me on the internet like everyone else does about DMs. But it sounds good for story right here. So yeah.
All right. So
I mean, you got a 29. You need to get some benefit of that.
All right. So roll to attack then with the crossbow.
So which one are you going to go after, the west or the north?
Let's go west for right now.
Okay. That's your 22 to hit. That hit.
Yep.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage plus d6.
It says sneak attack is an additional 3d6 damage.
Oh, I forgot you're level 5 now.
And it's 1d6 plus 3 regular damage, so it would be 4d6 plus 3.
Yep, that's well, rogue's gonna rogue.
So good!
So you see it's got an arm in its arm, and you've taken the arm and the arm off. So basically its right arm is gone. The bolt hits it right in the shoulder blade, and its arm just falls off.
So it was using an arm like a bludgeoning tool?
Yes.
Oh.
Would you say I disarmed him?
Twice even.
Really? Really?
But it is still standing.
This is what I came here for.
But it is hobbled. It is woozy looking, but it is still standing.
It's still standing. Yeah.
I guess you guys have to go for it. Can I bonus action? Is there a way to hide?
Well, you can go into the hallway. I think you could go by sort of tuck your way around the corner of the hallway to sort of hide back there.
Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Am I rolling stealth?
Rolling stealth. You're trying to see if you're trying to hide. Once again, you think you've blended into the shadows.
Yes.
You think.
Aranel, you're up.
I'm going to... Oh yeah, I get 2 beams, don't I? Great, I can miss twice. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast both ghouls.
So one each?
Nice.
So you're just gonna go...
Yeah.
Alright, so which one are you gonna go shoot first?
I'm shooting them both at the same time.
Alright. Which one are you trying to hit first?
More than one beam when you reach higher levels, 2 beams a fifth.
I know that part of it. Actually, no. You don't...
Oh.
No, stop. You don't get to do twice. Because you've taken 2 levels of Bard. You are not a 5th level Warlock.
Oh, no.
That didn't buffer me. Wait, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Does D&D Beyond say you can do two? Does D&D Beyond say you can do 2 attacks? Because it normally is pretty good at factoring those things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, total 2 beams.
Okay, yeah. If D&D Beyond saying you can attack.
What did you say? Where did everything go? I lost sound. Hello?
Yeah. What?
Hello?
There we are. Anyway, I'm rolling. It's at will. I get a spell attack for +4. Seriously?
So which one was this at? The one to the west or the one to the north? That actually does make a difference.
Targeting this guy.
Okay, you missed him.
Yeah. I don't think I rolled twice. I think I just get 2. I think I just roll once, but I get 2 things.
No, that would be twice then. That would be 2 different. Or you're saying...
No, I don't get 2 attacks. I just create 2 beams from the one attack.
And if you're targeting that at 2 different creatures... I'd say for now, go ahead and roll another attack, because that creature does have its chance against with its own dexterity. We'll clarify it for next time. Doesn't matter. All that talk. All that haranguing.
Why is everybody else get decent rolls except me? You dice.
Roll bad.
Yeah, you're using your own dice. I'm using a stupid program.
So Thomag, your turn now. Your turn now, Thomag. It is your turn now, Thomag.
Nobody is in with Okay. Here is the question. If I attack with say, a spell, would that be considered an attack that would maintain my rage, or would I need to like rush one of them and do it?
The spirit of it for me sounds like there's got to be some melee. Either something has to physically hit you for like piercing, some sort of damage, or you need to hit something. I don't think you use an offensive spell counts it. So
a thorn whip would not do it.
You would then need to need to hope that one of the ghouls hits you during their attack.
Okay. All right. In that case, I am going to rush this dude. Are either of them damaged at this point, actually?
Oh, that one you just rushed to is like wobbling. That's the one that was disarmed. Literally, you can see it. You can see its arm on the.
It dropped his arm. Right, in that case, that's why.
Okay.
And I am still raging, correct?
You're still Rajay.
Alright, okay. So I'm attacking with my maul.
What was that? You blurred out on me.
8.
Unfortunately, your training is to creatures with 2 arms. So actually, the fact that this creature was missing an arm gave it an advantage because you swung down to where its arm would have been, but since it was already shot off, it just sort of woofed that area. So with that creature's going to turn around and take an attack at you. First, we're going to try to do the claw. That's a 18 plus, so go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. You have an advantage because you're Rajay.
18 plus 5, so 23.
Okay, you resist the urge to be paralyzed there. Its second attack is a 15 plus, so both attacks hit you, which means that's for a total of 16 points of damage. You're raging, so that goes down to 8. 8 points of damage.
I am actually going to use Stone's Endurance to reduce by 1d12 plus 2. So that is 11, so I don't take
Boom.
damage.
It's just basically, it hits you. It's a good solid hit, but it's like bouncing off the stone walls. You kind of flex. You kind of flex there. So this other one is going to go. So
the ghoul looks scared from my
from your look of the ghouls into the ghoul's eye, you don't know the ghoul even knows it's there. But this other one is going to go all 28 days later and just rush straight at Aranel. Right down the hall. And we're going to have 2... No, because Mascot's behind you. We're going to have 2 attacks. First is going to be a claw attack. That's 5 plus 2 is 7. Or 5 plus 4. 9. Against Aranel.
9 points of damage?
No, an attack. 9.
Sorry.
Against your armor class.
My armor class is a 10!
Alright, and now we're going to have a bite. bite is 12 plus 4. It's a 14 to hit. So that is going to be a bite attack for 9 points of piercing damage.
Woo. Oh, wait, if I put this blade ward up, so since he's piercing me with his bite, would that
Is that
work
a
against him?
is that a reaction?
It's not just something I've never used yet. I have spell for.
It might have worked if you had it up, but the only thing you have an option right now at this very second is a reaction.
What can I use as a reaction?
You probably don't really have anything. This would be like where a wizard would throw up a shield.
I mean, I don't really have those.
Yeah. So you take 9 points of damage. Of biting.
Well, let's give her a reaction. I get an opportunity attack.
That's only if it moves away from you while it's in combat range.
Yes. Yep. Just 2 weapon fighting, that's way all the cooler I get, sorry.
Okay, so you take the 9 points of damage. We're back to the top of the round. Ty, you're up.
Okay. How is the ghoul on the left looking right now?
That one still looks really... The one you hit still looks really rough. While the one that just attacked Aranel has not taken any damage.
Do I clear shots at both of them?
You have clear shots at both.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go after the one that's by Aranel.
Okay. And you are... It's engaged with someone, and you are in a stealth position, so... You got all the cool stuff.
That's a sneak attack. Does that also give me advantage on the roll as well, too?
I don't know if that's just a Mercer house rule, but I would say, for the purposes here, say yes.
Sweet.
Thankfully, I said that before I saw your roll.
Never mind.
Never mind, you still missed.
Well, then I'm going to sneak attack high again.
Actually, let me check one thing, because you're a 5th level straight rogue. I'm trying to see if you get 2 attacks at this point, or does that come like at 6th or 7th level?
It hasn't.
No, you still only get 1 attack per round at this point.
Okay.
What is the...
It's
I mean, I can remember.
That's the bonus action, yeah. That's what I'm going to use to hide.
Yes.
I can only dash, disengage, and hide at this point.
Yeah, so if you want to hide again, and roll your stealth again to see if you can blend back into the shadows.
Bye.
Bye. That one is like... Alright, Aranel, it's your turn. You got Mr. Ugly right in your face.
You could technically attack twice. I'm supposed to also be a fighter. Well, the Warlock class, I've been playing it wrong. It's supposed to be like a balanced magic user fighter class, but I never played the fighter part of it. Like, I'm not on Thomag level by any stretch, but I have the ability to like use weapons and cast spells, and I only ever cast spells. Like, I'm supposed to be a more balanced class, but
Do something more.
I'm better with my spells because that's how I build a character. No, it's wrong. Spells. Right, damn it. Can I cast Blade Ward on myself?
Yes.
And until the end of my next turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapons or attacks.
Alright. You can also do...
Mhm.
Okay, so you can do that. That's your action. You can also take a bonus action, if you wish.
And then I guess I will. You know, I'm gonna. With my bonus action, I'm gonna send Mascot in to fight ghouls.
Well, no, you can't. That's not really. That would be an action. You can move Mascot closer, if you wished.
Shouldn't he be protecting me anyway? There we go. So the bonus action is just talking or moving, correct?
It would either be casting Healing Word or doing a Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, well, I don't have a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you do.
I have heroism.
It's on your
I
thing.
can cast bonus action?
Yeah. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. You can do a Bardic Inspiration right now.
Well, alright, then let's do bardic inspiration.
I mean, you can do one per long rest, or...
See, my problem is I'm holding out every bonus action.
Okay,
No,
well, you can hold them.
Yeah. Okay, this is what I was looking for earlier. Okay, so do I roll the d6 or do they roll the d6?
They would add that d6 when it's time, when they wish to use it.
Okay. So...
Who are you going to inspire?
A creature within 60 feet. I guess I'm going to inspire... I mean, logically, I'm going to inspire Thomag.
Okay, give us, Great Orator, your inspiration.
How my kids are, man. He can't do it. No one can. Sorry, it's looking when Tyvindr.
So, Thomag, go ahead and mark that you have an inspiration. You can choose to use it within any time within the next 10 minutes. You can use it on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and you get to add a d6. But to be fair, now the rule is here, though, this can be added after knowing what you rolled, but before knowing what the outcome is. So if you
add it.
But before I tell you if you pass or fail, you could do your inspiration then. So remind me to I'll do that pause for you for that. So okay, so we know that. So that's all Aranel's turn. So now we are at Thomag's turn.
I'm gonna swing at the thing that's next to me again.
Okie dokie.
Hit.
That hits.
That would be a 17. I roll 2 6s plus 5.
Cool, this thing only had 2 hit points left, so you just made it. Once again, you're doing a Thomag special. You turned it into a puddle of goo. Even Alexa's happy about that.
And actually, for a bonus action,
Seriously.
For a bonus action, I'm going to use Combat Wild Shape, and I can extend the solo slot to regain 1d8 HP.
Okay, go ahead. Go do that. And you still have the option to move as well.
Yeah.
Max will move it.
Okay. Alright, so I get 4 back. then I want to. Can I? I can't. Can I switch places with Wolfie?
No, but you could kind of move through combat and move over to anywhere on this side.
All right, I will do that then.
Okay, and that's where you're going to move, and that's sort of where you're going to stay.
I am. Okay. Yes.
All right. Now it's going to be the ghoul's turn.
I'm surrounded.
The ghoul is going
Ty's
to.
turn, right?
No, it's the ghoul's turn.
Ah,
The ghoul is going to turn and attack the thing that just crossed its vision, which will be Thomag. Doing his little streak across the front. So that's 9. 9 plus 4, that's 13 to hit with its claw.
Nope.
Alright, and now with a bite, that's cocked. That's 11 plus 2 is 13. Nope. Okay, swipe, miss. And that is the ghoul's turn. The ghoul is now surrounded.
It smells terrible.
Well, he always
It
smells terror.
smells
He's a
terrible.
ghoul. He always smells terror.
I just want to make him feel bad about it.
All right, Ty, it's your turn. They've all surrounded the ghoul for you. If you're lucky, you'll
I'm
miss and
going
hit
to-
Thomag.
No, I don't want to hit anybody. Stop that. No. All right, let's see how this goes. Boo.
Actually, it just hits.
Oh, nice.
So roll all those roll all that nasty sneak attack damage.
I believe it's 4d6 plus 3.
That's so many. I only get 2.
Once again, you've managed to disarm this ghoul.
Disarming fool, what can I say?
Disarming ghoul, that's the name of our punk band.
We're very friendly. Surprisingly.
So it's still alive right now?
It is still alive, but you've disarmed it. You've hurt it badly. Now it's Aranel's turn.
I went to hit on it.
No arm.
You're gonna what? You're
no,
gonna
I'm cool. What does it do?
Hold on,
Shoot
hold on.
arms off or ankles
That's-
off?
hold on. So Ty, is that rolls you're hiding again?
Yeah, the 24 is hiding.
Okay, poof, gone. All right, Aranel, your turn. Severely injured ghoul in front of you.
I just breathe heavily on him because clearly that's all I am capable of doing.
Well, no, there's one other thing you can do that you haven't done yet. Your action.
The sword.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him because sure, it might work.
Okay. I was
But,
thinking mascot
yeah,
attack,
you-
but go ahead. But go ahead, Eldritch Blast. You got 2 shots, so boom, boom. The Eldritch Blast.
Here, 21, finally.
Woo! Roll damage.
Nice.
Right, it's gonna be like 2. I was wrong, it's 4.
Well, you hit it with an Eldritch Blast that sort of puts a hole into the middle of its chest. It looks down. It looks up at you. For a moment, you guys lock eyes. You once again see the abyss. And then it collapses to the ground.
Trace! Keep listening in those little jars.
It had 4 hit points left.
Sweet.
Oh.
But you guys are still kind of coughing and choking in here.
Alright, And we, alright. I'm just gonna run up to the door. Lock.
Okay.
No.
Do we want to go in there? Do we want to try someplace else?
Yeah, scroll up. It looks like there's two other doors here, bud.
Yep.
Did we lose
What-
Ty?
what-
Oh, the door over here
So
too.
pick a door. We need to get out of here. I'm gonna pick a door. We need to get out of here.
Let's go here. Here's originally like the original area. Do I entire care with that idea?
When you're making a choice,
Did we
you are
lose
kind
this
of choking and stuff.
Too late. Door.
Wait, Ty's mic might be muted, bud.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
You there?
Hi.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
There you are.
You've opened the
Open
door. You've sort of crushed, the out of your sort of rage. It felt like there was a little resistance on the door, but Thomag, you're just in your rage, blind rage, go through the door. The air in the chamber is alive, dancing with some unseen energy. 2 thick pillars extend for the ceiling, and they hum. Between them sits an iron chest. And from behind one of the pillars, a specter appears. And that's where we're
guys.
and that's where we're going to leave it. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Sorry. We're not gonna die.
We did 7 rooms, guys.
Well, I mean, you're in a room with a chest, so that's potentially a positive.
It feels promising.
I was gonna say this is just give it an improvement.
It does seem promising.
But you do have a specter to worry about. But, you've dealt with specters before. Specters in the previous campaign was the house that you said... Well, it's the house you set on fire.
On fire?
Yeah.
We lit an entire town on fire?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, besides that.
Did we ever figure out how to actually get rid of these things? Because we just set everything on fire and ran.
Well, I think that was your solution at that time.
I chased one and killed it, I think.
Well, actually, no.
I don't remember.
What happened with that is you had a cleric who was able to turn undead and have those things just book out of town. Now all you need to do now is turn to the side and just ask your cleric, oops. Too soon? Too soon. You just buried her last episode. Too soon. Too soon.
I've got magic.
I'm telling her you killed her character.
So, did everybody have fun tonight?
Very much so.
Did you good?
And I hope everyone who's watching this, either live now or on whatever tape delay, there's no tape. If we can make it when it gets I'm dating myself here. I gotta set the old VCR. Gotta watch my stories.
Video.
Whether it's on the Twitch playback or on the VOD when we eventually get this on YouTube. Thank you for watching. You want to find out more about ArchaeoRPG and the things we do, realistically, the best place is to follow us on Twitter at ArchaeoRPG. We also have a website at ArchaeoRPG.com. We are kind of all over all the other social medias as well. We have another show on our YouTube channel, Still Digging, which will be next week will be our holiday special for that. But don't worry, you all. In 2 weeks, when we come back to Rituals and Rolls, this will be our Halloween special, by which I'll be in costume, and the trick will be no one else will be. I'll be like that guy who goes to the masquerade ball and nobody dresses up.
I'm dressed up.
So next week will be still digging in
24th.
roll recap.
Hopefully.
Okay.
On the 24th.
Are we?
But we're still on, so yes. So please follow us on there. So yes, if you're watching this live or relatively recent live, October 24th on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, we'll be still digging at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by Rituals and Rules recap, where we'll talk about what happened, the antics that happened here, and did any archaeology happen? That's always sort of the question on there. So please, with that in mind, go to our Twitter account at ArchaeoRPG and leave us any kind of comments or questions you might have. Your feedback's very important to us. This is a community. We want to hear from you. So please get back to us on all things with that. So with that being said, I want to thank you all. And that's about it, because I'm tired and I'm sure there's more plugging that I could be doing, but join us in a week over for Still Digging and Rituals and World Recap, and whatever I forgot to plug now, we'll plug then.
Yes. Yeah. We will have next week.
We will have Mr. Blake Smith, Mr. Dr. Atlantis, Mr. Montauk. We will have him on the show with us talking about demons and zombies.
So if you're watching this, if you're watching this before October 24th, be sure to watch us live. But even if you're watching this afterwards, it's going to be surviving on YouTube someplace. Go back and watch it. It's there. It was awesome. Trust me. It was.
Comments and other questions.
All right. Anyway. Bye. We're all tired. We're getting loopy at this point. Bye. We will see you in the catchphrase to be determined later. Bye-bye.